Whiplash stars Miles Teller, J.K. Simmons, and Paul Reiser. It was written and directed by Damien Chazelle. It was released on Blu-ray February 24th, 2015, and runs 107 minutes. This Sony Pictures Classics line has had some really interesting and intriguing releases lately. Foreign films, documentaries, lower budget specialty films if you will, with films such as Foxcatcher, Miles Ahead, Paprika, Moon, Kung Fu Hustle, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, The Raid Redemption, and now Whiplash, a film based on a short film about, of all things, jazz drumming. More specifically, a particular drummer, Andrew, played by Miles Teller. He attends one of the most prestigious music schools in the country, but an even greater achievement is getting into the class taught by Terrence Fletcher, played by J.K. Simmons, whose band enters competitions all across the country. The first establishing shots of the city edited in time with the jazz music is very interesting. The color grading is noticeable and knows how to set a mood, from the green tint on the city to the cool light of the music class. Not so cool in Fletcher's classroom though. His room is like a dim-lit studio, very intimidating, which I'm sure was the point because the intensity of his teaching is sure to get your heart racing. At one point, Fletcher talks to Andrew before his first class with him, essentially giving him a pep talk. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's cool. Then once they're in class, he rips him a new one. The name Whiplash refers to an arrangement of music Fletcher's band rehearses for competition purposes, though the name as well best describes Fletcher himself and how he conducts his classroom. Andrew has to go through Fletcher's mind games, pushing him to the limit, a new relationship he feels will get in the way of his goals, and his family's lack of pride and care about what he's chosen to do in school. There's one particular scene where Andrew, his father, and Andrew's aunt and uncle are having dinner together. They're asking him generally how the drumming is going, glossing over him and cutting him off, talking down on what he's doing in school. Even his father. Then when the aunt and uncle's jock and class president's sons enter, everybody's just glowing with pride and gushing over them. Because we all know how culturally relevant professional sports and politics are to the advancement of mankind, am I right? Being pushed by and butting heads with Fletcher, at the same time trying to please him as a student and pushing to be the best, that passion and dedication soon leads to obsession. Though depicted at an extreme level, I believe the viewer can relate that passion and dedication to many aspects of life, not just music. Anyway, things swell to the point where Fletcher is about to be sued for his abusive, unorthodox teaching methods after a former student of his committed suicide, and a lawyer wants Andrew to testify anonymously against him to get him fired, which he does. And just before the back end of the movie, we get a great, quiet, heart-to-heart scene in a little jazz club where Fletcher is playing. It's so good. Where Andrew and Fletcher discuss his methods and make sense of why he teaches the way he does. After which, Fletcher asks Andrew to play with a band he's conducting at an upcoming jazz festival, which will be the last musical number and finale of the film. As the musicians take position on stage, Fletcher lets it known to Andrew that he knows he's the one who got him fired from the school, and sabotages him by announcing a song that Andrew doesn't have the sheet music for. Andrew gets embarrassed off stage, trying to play along with a tune he doesn't know. He pushes through it though, getting back on stage with what could only be described as an epic comeback. Even his father is in awe at his determination and playing. The look on his face alone says he now understands why his son is doing what he does. And what essentially started as Fletcher's revenge setup, during and by the end of the number, the two enemies become allies through music, and it's a beautiful thing to see. Overall, Whiplash is a fantastic movie you may not have thought would have worked being about jazz drumming. It's dark, enticing, inspiring, suspenseful, and by the ending scene, I can tell you my pulse was up a few BPM. This amazing movie receives my highest recommendation and a 10 out of 10. Andrew Neiman, Miles Teller, is an ambitious young jazz drummer in pursuit of rising to the top of his elite music conservatory. Terrence Fletcher, J.K. Simmons, an instructor known for his terrifying teaching methods, discovers Andrew and transfers the aspiring drummer into the top jazz ensemble, forever changing the young man's life. But Andrew's passion to achieve perfection quickly spirals into obsession as his ruthless teacher pushes him to the brink of his ability and his sanity. Special features. Timekeepers, famous drummers discuss their craft and passion for drumming, interviewing different band drummers and how they got into drumming, how they got better, and their different kit setups, their teachers, their band leaders, and their words of wisdom. I was not prepared for this extra at all. It's 43 minutes long. It's a mini documentary, very well done, in full HD, no clips from the movie, and some great inspirational stories from the different drummers they interviewed. Whiplash original short film. The short film is the same as a segment of the film with Andrew played by a different actor. Deleted scene. Fletcher at home, listening to a jazz record. A small glimpse of his home life. An evening at the Toronto International Film Festival. An interview on stage after the screening with the director and lead actors. And a theatrical trailer. And Peter Travers of Rolling Stone says, a spellbinder. Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons will blow you away. And Wesley Morris of Grantland says, exhilarating. And A.O. Scott of the New York Times says, thrilling. Highest rating. New York Post, Houston Chronicle, Chicago Tribune, Boston Globe, USA Today, RogerEbert.com, 4 stars. Winner, Grand Jury Prize Audience Award, Sundance 2014.